Welcome to Revelation Unraveled. I'm your host, William Tapley, also known as the third eagle of the apocalypse and the co-prophet of these end times. I know a lot of you, my subscribers, are wondering how I will react to Donald Trump not making an official pronouncement that he has become a Catholic. However, there are some indications that he has, in fact, become Catholic. And I never said that he would become a Roman Catholic. I mentioned that many times, and the reason is because the Roman Catholic Church is being trodden under by the Gentiles as prophesied in Revelation 11. And that comes just before Revelation 12. And I was thinking at Mass this morning, and I was looking at the right side of the altar where we have the red, white, and blue, the American flag. And on the left side of the altar, we have the papal flag, yellow and white. And as you know, the yellow and white represents the two rivers that flow in heaven, flowing with milk and honey. And I was thinking back to Donald Trump's speech at the rally he gave in Alabama on Friday night. Now, that would be the 22nd. But when he gave the speech, the time in Jerusalem was already the 23rd. So I think that counts. And it struck me as very interesting that he was supporting a candidate by the name of Luther Strange. And I thought at the time, no Catholic, now this is symbolically speaking, of course, no Catholic would support someone named Luther. Now, of course, he would as far as politics go. But as far as the symbolism, but then I got to thinking his name was Luther is Strange. Now, maybe Donald Trump was speaking as a Catholic. Maybe that was his first Catholic pronouncement. And it's also very interesting at that rally that he spoke out against these football players who are multimillionaires, who refuse to stand for the national anthem, who refuse to respect the American flag. Now they are trying to, and I say they, that's the news media, they are trying to make this into some kind of racist incident. I think the first football player who refused to stand was Colin Kaepernick. I don't follow the NFL any longer, not since they blackballed Tim Tebow, but I think he was the first, and I don't know if he's African American. He looks more white than black to me. That's neither here nor there. It's not racist. I served in the military myself, and most of my fellow military people, the soldiers I served with, 40% were African American. In fact, many of my officers were. So this is not at all racist. Most African American football players stand for the national anthem. I mean, this country has made them multimillionaires. Why shouldn't they stand? And I'm going to play this little clip so that you hear what Donald Trump says himself.
Wouldn't you love to see one of these NFL owners, when somebody disrespects our flag, to say, get that son of a bitch off the field right now, out, he's fired. He's fired!
So I know you might say it's not Catholic of Donald Trump to call anyone an SOB. But Jesus himself called his enemies names. He called the scribes and the Pharisees whitened sepulchres. He called Herod a fox. That's not much different than calling people who diss America sons of dogs. In fact, it's very identical. It's also very interesting to me that the two hurricanes coming up the East Coast are called or named after Mary and Joseph. I don't think these are all coincidences. I think Donald Trump has converted or is in the process of converting. I'm not sure if he will ever make a public pronouncement. I know that's what people want in order to fulfill the prophecy. But if he acts Catholic, and the main thing he will do, if he is in fact now inspired by Mary and Joseph, the real Mary and Joseph, he will be able to persuade Congress to cut off funding for that evil, satanic organization called Planned Parenthood, which rips apart unborn babies and sells their body parts. If he does that, and up until now he has not, then he will be fulfilling a Bible prophecy. He will be converting, and he will bring many Protestants with him. And I urge you Protestants to consider converting. You are found in the Revelation 12 sign. You are the male child who are caught up to heaven if you convert, if you come through Mary. And the woman is Mary. The woman is not Israel. Please don't listen to the false prophets. Well, I'm not sure if that will convince you about Donald Trump becoming Catholic or not. I was hoping for something more positive, something more open, and that may yet come. So let me know what you think. Put your comments below. If you have hateful comments, forget it. Keep it to yourself. But we can discuss this rationally. And as always, if you would like to know more information about my ministry here on YouTube, visit my thirdeaglemedia.com website.